This is an automation program interface that you see here, and I'd like to just describe it to you in a few minutes here. To begin with, imagine that a radio producer or a broadcaster or even a talent would like to have some background material or even a script for a radio programming show that he might want to plan in the future. For now, we're focusing on scripts that might be usable for people in rural radio in places like India or countries in Africa, where there isn't a large team available to create such material. So we're using automation programs instead to create script materials for these broadcasters. Over in this zone of the program, you'll see the word format. These are the different formats that eventually will be available. What you're looking at is a prototype, some of which is working, but it's just a kind of a vision more than anything else. So the formats available are an issue pack, a script itself, a script or a wiki script, one that could be either editable or that itself comes from Wikipedia or wiki-like uh, sites that might have good script writing information. A short little script on a fact or a historical event or trivia, like today in the year 1914, certain events took place. A regular script for a news item that might be transcribed from news that is culled from the day's news. Uh, Typical question and answer interview with experts or interview with farmers, or scripts that allow you to have community discussions, profiles on people or places, uh, call-in question and answer radio programs, general spots that could be on any subject matter, mini drama series like cliffhangers or traditional radio, and public service announcements. So those are the different formats that you might want to choose from. In terms of interview formats, you could actually choose a number of different formats, including one host and one guest format, for example. You can choose the duration of the script to last about 4 minutes long. Have it only as one episode, although you could have it to be 2 or 3 episodes with the continuations after the first or second episode. You can have the script adapted to the time of year. So if you think it's going to be in the month of April and it's important to make mention of that, then you simply select that time of year. Or if you'd like, you can select a season, like it's going to be in the summer. If you'd like a signature tune to fade in or fade out of the program, you could say I'd like a 30-second signature tune. The genre should be blues music, and I'd like to have time for a 15-second advertising spot, and I'd want that to be only one spot. I'd like the output to be in text format. You can choose that or HTML or XML. Different audio formats if you're using a text-to-speech engine, or even a video format that might be used on a mobile phone or posted to YouTube or somewhere else. You can also localize the script or the content to a given geography. So you can say, I'd like this to be localized to Kenya, and if possible and if relevant, maybe the town of Nyeri. So let's scroll down and find Nyeri. And I'd like this script to be current to the year 2010, or if it's going to be read in the next year, maybe 2011. So I'll leave it 2010. I'd like it to be with a rural setting. So any sound effects that might accompany the script would be selected to reflect the rural life, or maybe be more appropriate to a rural audience. So for example, if one is talking about waste management, maybe the subject of septic tanks will be more relevant than or sewage plumbing. We have the audience, male, female, young audience, a young female audience, a youth audience, an adult audience, subsistence farmers as an audience, commercial farmers as an audience, or farm laborers. Now, you can actually choose more than one of these if you think that you're addressing multiple audiences at the same time. You can then choose an output path where you would like this script to go. It gives you a progress bar, and then you simply hit this button to create a script. Now, the basic problem is you need to know what the script is going to be about. So this top zone here is kind of an interface to allow you to choose the subject area you'd like the script to be written about. You can actually type in a free-form content. For example, you can just type in the name of a plant or the name of a country or some other subject you would like to have covered. Or you can have a structured topic where this will give you some hints as to what you might want to cover. So I want to cover healthcare, and this is a list of about 2,300 healthcare topics. And for example, one healthcare topic might be a particular disease or some kind of condition like osteoporosis. And when you click osteoporosis, you can say, I'd like an overview, a discussion of prevention or recovery or symptoms and treatment, or you can select all of those subjects to be there simultaneously in the script. You can talk about pests, different types of pests that might occur in crops. We have 172 in this list for now. About 185 weeds that might be of interest to farmers in rural areas. Livestock management issues across a number of different livestock. Crop management issues, and these are basically food or cash crops that are commonly grown, and this list has 149 for now, but could be expanded. Market conditions on crops, for example, the prices or the production levels of crops in a statistical way. So it'd be a script about the prices as if it was the stock market price of commodities. Educational topics, you can talk about Arabic as a language or art or astronomy, and you'll get those kinds of scripts. Different types of games, math games, spelling bee games, trivia games, vocabulary games, and word games, and live interviews. So if someone's doing a live interview of a biochemist, what would be the interesting aspects to have in such an interview, just to help the producer or the voice talent have a battery of good questions to ask a biochemist if they happen to be interviewing one. Okay, in addition to that, we have this thing called wiki topics, and this is basically all of Wikipedia. So if you wanted to convert a Wikipedia article into a script and augment it with other issue notes that might be culled from other sources to augment that, this could be kind of a fun thing to do to quickly convert from one format to another. So this is a list of different Wikipedia topics that exist at a given moment in time, and this can be updated and or created in multiple languages. For the moment, as a demonstration, we might want to select plants. There's about 10,749 of these. You can scroll down and say, I'd be interested in maybe corn as a crop. So we type in the letter C, and you scroll down to various types of plants starting with the letter C. Can go over to corn. There we go, corn. And I'd like to have all aspects of corn in the script. So that could be a default setting that I want to do. And I simply hit create scripts, and this script is written. It takes about 10 seconds or so. So that's the script on corn. If I wanted to have more than just corn, but a whole series of scripts, I would go down maybe here, select this plant, and maybe select these as a series, and I hit create scripts, and it'll do one after another in a batch mode. And that's typically the way this would be run in batch mode. That way the script is already generated for the talent, and they simply need to select the one they would like to have. The scripts in this case is just a prototype, so it's providing photographs of the plant right away so that the person in the studio knows exactly what the script is about and has a lot of visuals. We'll be blending in sound effects and other things from archives. So right now it's going through. The scripts are based on the point of view of the speaker. So it could be the script for the expert or the script for the host or a script that both can read from. So if I go to the output folder, you can see all of the scripts that were just generated that I'm clicking there. If you go to corn, to the expert, this is the expert's script for corn, and it has, again, the visuals at the top. It has the host, greeting listeners. Have you ever been curious about corn? Well, today we have in the studio guest name who will be able to provide a wealth of information. As you go forward, it gives scripts for the expert and the host that they can either read from, or typically they'll use in an extemporaneous fashion, going through topics they would feel comfortable commenting on. At the end of the script, it closes. We hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in again, please, for another ag tip. That's what we call these plant scripts. And the expert has scripts written in various fashions. In this case, from information I've gathered, maize will continue to play a large and important role in Africa's food production. It is the principal staple food in large parts of East and Southern Africa. This text actually came from Proto with permission and could be used and adapted for a radio scripting method. So this more shows the mechanics of the system as opposed to the final output, because a lot more work needs to be done on this. You'll also see here broadcasters' resources. These are how-to guides. Again, it can be selected in different formats, either paper or PDF or mobile phone formats to help broadcasters understand how to improve broadcasting, and a very particular tab here for weather reports. As we're now working a lot on automated weather programming, these could be integrated within the same broad framework. So this is an overview of radio scripting. A very similar system would be adapted for SMS or call center. You'll notice that there is a radial here called call-in for Q&A. This would be extrapolated to a much larger subject area, allowing for SMS question and answers. So this is, again, a prototype. It's just a structure of a system that was developed for a project for Farmer Voice Radio and Farm Radio International, and then perhaps later for Grameen and for the GSMA. Thank you very much.